Great. So good evening. It is a pleasure to be here with you as we record this live. It's February 6, 2018. This is our best practices training for Celsana consultants. And tonight, this is a special night because we are going to walk through how to maximize the Challenge Pack bonus. And if you don't know what the Challenge Pack bonus is, then I'm really, really excited for you because this is going to be an extremely simple and straightforward way for you to earn some extra income over the next 8 weeks. So I say we jump in. Thank you for being here. Let's get this ball rolling here. We are in this training. By the way, as I'm doing this, let me just check a second. Sheila, are you there just in case you want to jump in at all?
I am. I'm
Awesome.
here.
Okay, so we've got Sheila Bogus here on this training as well, which is great. And Sheila, you don't hesitate to stop me if you see something you want to point out, or if you just want to shout for joy and excitement. That's fine too. We're going to run through this. Okay, so in this training, here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover the details of the Challenge Pack bonus and how that works. And we're going to show you and explore ways to truly maximize the cash bonus with your existing team. All right, so that's kind of what's special about this bonus is, yes, we definitely want you to leverage it with new people. We want you to introduce more people to Celsana. And there's all kinds of reasons to do that, but we're also going to reward you for, making people on your existing team aware of our new 8-week challenge packs. Okay, so let's dig into this a little bit. Okay, my goal tonight is to really make sure you understand kind of the nuts and bolts of how this special cash bonus works. And by the way, if you are not a current consultant, if you're just thinking about being a consultant, I am so glad that you're here. This is going to be, you could not be considering this as a better time, because what we're about to show you is on top of all the normal and ongoing ways that you can earn income with Celsana, we also now have a special bonus in place for February and March 2018. Okay, so the great thing about the 8-week challenge pack and the challenge pack bonus is it gives something special for them. And by them, I mean your customers, your consultants, your prospects. It gives them something special. If you're aware of it, we're discounting this quite significantly in a way that we haven't before. So it's something special for them. It gives them a reason to act right away. Second, if you are a consultant, it gives something special for you. That's what we're going to talk about. You're going to have a very, a strong cash bonus that you can take advantage of. All right. And then finally, if you really take advantage of it, it's going to, obviously pay you the cash bonus now, but it's going to help you establish something that's long-term for your team. All right. It can really drive a lot of success for you personally and for other people on your team for months and years to come. Okay. So let's do this. Are you up for it? All right. Are you up for it? Now, for us to really dig into this, and some of you might have just been on our product overview, and so you'll see a little bit of repeat here, but I want to make sure that this training works well just on its own. But let's back up for a second and talk about just what's the deal with 8 weeks, right? Why are we making such a big deal out of an 8-week challenge? And the reason for that is, a lot of the results that we see from products that we get, a lot of times it comes in at 8 weeks is really kind of that common ground, give or take a little bit, but where most people see results over time. And a lot of times they see results not just in one area, but in 2 or 3 areas of their skin. They mentioned the texture and a reduction in wrinkles, and maybe some of the color spots go away, things like that. Okay, now for some people it's 8 weeks on the dot, other people might be a little bit less, other people maybe a little bit more, but time after time it seems to be that.
Hey, Brett, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Can you go back to that Dan picture, that one right there? This is his picture after 13 weeks.
Yeah.
But Dan actually a lot of people see results at 4 weeks. Dan saw a little bit, nothing, major results in 4 weeks, but he was consistent, and he knew that Dr. Berry had had put in place that 8 weeks, and the clinical study was done on 8 weeks. So he continued to be consistent, and he actually started seeing some really good results at 6 and 7 weeks. But this just happens to be the picture that we got of him at
Yeah,
13 weeks. So
exactly. Yeah, good point, Sheila. Sometimes it's, hey, the results were there, we just didn't take the picture, right? So, or we don't have the picture. So, but going back to it, everything syncs up with 8 weeks, and it really kind of roots back to, like you said, Sheila, the clinical study that we did. That was an 8 week clinical study, and so the data that we have is based off of 8 weeks. So we have an 8 week challenge, we have an 8 week money back guarantee. It all syncs up, and what we want with an 8 week challenge is to really make sure that we establish for people, hey, this is an ongoing regimen, okay? Now, let me tell you something. We aren't, as consultants, we aren't sharing magic, all right? Now, it feels that way sometimes. People even tell us that sometimes, right? Even our clinical trials, they use the word magical, all right? But what we don't want to do is come across as though, hey, throw this on your face and it's going to be miraculous what you see happen, within minutes or within days or anything like that. Again, some people will say that they've experienced that, and that's awesome, okay? But we aren't sharing magic, okay? What we're sharing is a completely unique nutritional regimen for your skin, okay? This is what we do, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that the results are any less impressive, but this should actually be comforting because we actually understand why it's doing what it's doing. That's all the research that's gone into the product line that Dr. Berry's done. We understand it. That's why it's doing it. It's done deliberately. It's done on purpose. The discovery is still amazing, but and just because the Hamilia patents and our active ingredients might not be as well known as maybe some others that have been around a while, it still doesn't mean that it doesn't make sense. And so I bring that up because it's important that we establish for people this is a nutritional regimen. It just happens to be for your skin. And that, for some people, they're going to be like, yeah, that makes sense to me. And for other people, they're going to be like, that, I don't even get that at all. It's my skin. All right. But, if I started eating healthier tonight, I'm not going to get all the results of eating healthier tonight. It's going to take doing it over time. And that's typically where I get thrown off a lot of times is I don't do it over time. Right. But we all know people, and you might be one of them, that when they commit to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and obviously it becomes a lifestyle with their diet, their exercise, and their nutrition, you start seeing those results compound. There's absolutely no difference with our skincare. It is the largest organ of our body. It works the same way, and our skincare simply delivers that nutrition. Not only is it a unique kind of nutrition that's being delivered, but it delivers it in a much more profound way. Okay, so it's important for us to realize that. And as we do that, we must understand that real nutrition requires consistent use and time. Okay, so that is what the 8 week challenge is all about. As we start talking about whether we had a special or not, what we really want to do as consultants is constantly be asking someone, hey, do you want to get in on this 8 week challenge? And really what it's all about when we do that is setting up our new customers for success. We know that, again, I sound like a broken record here, but it's so important. We know all the data that we have, all the stories that we have, we're basing it off of 8 weeks. Why? Hey, we're not selling magic. We're not sharing magic. We're sharing nutrition. And that takes a little bit of time. So we want to set our new customers up for success. We also want to set the right expectations for them. Now, if you think about it, 8 weeks to see some of the updates and the improvements that we've seen in our before and after pictures, it's actually quite amazing that it happens in that short period of time. But a lot of times, if people don't have the right context, if we don't set those expectations for them, then their expectations are all out of whack. So this sets it up from the beginning, saying, hey, I want you to take it consistently. And just like you said, Sheila, about Dan, hey, he wasn't seeing it right away, but he trusted the process. He trusted the system. And because of that, it really paid off. Also, with the 8 week challenge, it is all about taking away all the risks. Okay, all the risks. Try it, leverage our money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you can return them. All right, that's what the 8 week challenge is all about. And of course, we want to make sure that we capture the results all along the way. That comes down to before and after pictures. We talk about stories all the time. I've done it personally where I don't notice the changes that are occurring, the improvements that are occurring when you look at yourself every day. Maybe the people you live with, they won't notice it either because they're looking at you every day. But people that don't see you every day, they notice it. A picture can do that as well. And then finally, this gives an opportunity, and I think this is actually the most important point. It positions you as a consultant to be your customer's best resource. When you can invite someone to be a part of an 8-week challenge, you're doing that with them. You're helping them every step of the way. You're making sure that they understand. That's 8 weeks and hopefully many more weeks after that. But you're developing that relationship. You're making sure they understand what to do, when to do it, why it's working the way it is. If something doesn't go the way they thought, or maybe they forget something, you're there to add accountability or encouragement or whatever it is that they need. But it puts you in a place of expertise and authority, and it positions you as a consultant as your customer's best resource. That's powerful. All right. So this 8-week challenge really gives you that as a way to impact and influence new people. All right. Now then, when we do that, what we have in February and March, as we've talked about, is our new 8-week challenge pack. Now, again, some of you know about this, all right, but I don't want to assume that everyone knows about this. This is 2 starter kits, all right, 2-day serums, 2-night serums, and 2 cleansers for only $169. It's all the products that you need. Obviously, you can add to that if you want to, but these are the main products, everything that you need to last you for 8 weeks for your complete 8-week challenge. And this is powerful because people don't have to place an extra order to get through their 8-week challenge. They can order this pack and they're set. All right. Most importantly, they can order this pack, they're set, and they get it at a price that has never been available before. All right. So that's really important when we start thinking about what's in it for your customers. And when I say what's in it for your customers, I'm talking about even your consultants, who are frontline to you, who you introduce to Celsana, who are also customers, right? They use the products on a regular basis. As we know, there's a $99 starter kit, and that's been in place for a while. That's a first-time order discount. Okay, so that's been available. It still is available. It's still a great deal. All right, and then after that, if you become a consultant or preferred customer, that price goes up to $128. There's an 8-week money-back guarantee on that, just like there is with every single product offering that we have. With the challenge pack, again, $169, 2-day serum, 2-night serum, 2 cleansers. All right. It is the starter kit times 2. Okay. So if you think about that for a second, the starter kit at its normal price of $128, we're saying get the 8-week challenge pack for $169. That's only an extra $41 more that they would normally pay for the starter kit. Okay. And I'm saying 128 because something really important to remember about the 8-week challenge pack is you don't have to be new to get the price. The $169 price. If you're a consultant right now and you've been a consultant for a long time, you can get it at that price. Okay. If you're brand new, you can get it at that price. If you're a customer, you can get it at that price. Everyone can get this at the $169 price. Okay. So just so that you are able to make sure people understand how big this discount is, realize that the normal retail price, full retail price for all the products, all 6 products, times 2 of everything that you see on the screen there, the normal price for that is $356. Okay. At our reduced $256, or our consultant preferred customer price, it's normally $256. Okay. So before, that was for ongoing purchases, that was as good as it got, which was pretty good for these products. Okay. But you don't even have to pay that right now. Through March the 31st, it is only $169. And like I said, this is for everyone. It's for consultants, it's for customers, new and old. All right. And again, the great thing is there's an 8-week money back guarantee. Okay. So if for any reason someone gets in, they don't like what's happening, they're not satisfied, or maybe they just thought, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever the reason is, there's an 8-week money back guarantee there. All right. So this is where we really get to this point of asking people, not only are you up for the 8-week challenge, and many of you, if you're a consultant, I'm assuming you have and are using the products on a regular basis, but even you might want to take another before picture And you might even want to commit to an 8-week challenge and just see, okay, what improvements am I going to see over the next 8 weeks? All right. I would definitely encourage you to do that. And when you do that, just like we would tell anyone else, make sure you take your before picture, use those products every day, take your after pictures. I would say do it once a week. Okay. So that's really, really powerful. Okay. Now, before I move on to what's in it for consultants, Sheila, really quickly, I know you've known about this since the first day that it was launched, but what are you the most excited about when we start thinking about just the offer here of the 8-week challenge pack?
Well, we're already seeing people who have not been engaged become re-engaged. People who were consultants previously, and they're seeing what we have going on and the special pricing and then the extra incentives that we put in place. All of those things are really catching people's attention. And so I'm just really excited that this is going to allow for more people to put this product on their skin and see the incredible results. I'm really excited about that. There'll be a buzz.
Yeah. So, again, at 169, there's a great, great deal here for people who just want the products. But let's talk about consultants for a second. All right. What is in it for you as a consultant? As we were putting this together, we were thinking in terms of, okay, what's really a killer deal that we can give for people who want the product, but also what's something that can really excite our consultants to make sure that they go out and tell everyone about this. So here's how this is going to work, and we're calling it the Challenge Pack Bonus. You can earn an extra $30 cash bonus every time anyone who's frontline to you purchases or you sell a challenge pack. All right. So here's how that works between February 1st and March 31st. Okay. This applies to your frontline customers and consultants. What do I mean by that? We'll show it in a minute. But when I say frontline, that means organizationally speaking, they enrolled under you. Okay. Like directly under you. Either they're a consultant or they're your customer, but they are direct to you. Okay. Anyone, new and old. All right. This bonus will apply to their purchases. All right. And here's how it works. There's two parts to this. There's a $30 cash bonus for every single challenge pack purchased by your frontline customers and consultants. Every single one of them. Okay. So you start doing the math. Think about all the people who are frontline to you and also all the new people that you can bring in that will be frontline to you. That gets pretty exciting. On top of that, if you want to share the starter kit with someone, so that's just the normal, the first order price of $99 or the consultant price of $128, where you get one of each of these products, we're also going to throw in a $15 cash bonus for every one of those. Now, keep in mind, this is all above and beyond the normal compensation plan. Okay, so you've got a $30 cash bonus and a $15 cash bonus, and we will pay those bonuses weekly. All right. So all you need to know is if for any reason some of this is returned, then just like we would with anything, we'll debit that out of your next commission check. But overall, these are bonuses that are paid weekly. $30 every time someone buys a challenge pack, $15 anytime someone buys a starter kit. All right. So, I like my little drawings of people here. So let's just walk through how this could look. Okay. So here I am. I've been a consultant since March of 2016. So I've been here a while, and I have had Sheila, and I got my dates wrong here. Sheila probably wouldn't have come in before I did, but just go with me here. Sheila's a consultant, and she enrolled on January the 3rd. All right. Sheila purchases one challenge pack. All right. What's that mean for me? Well, she's frontline to me. So I get a $30 cash bonus. It's that simple. The other great thing is Sheila only has to pay $169 for that challenge pack. So it's a great deal for her too. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Here's Don. Don is a preferred customer. He enrolled as a preferred customer on December 30th of 2016. He purchases a starter kit. All right. So what's that going to do for me? Well, if you look, I've got now $45. Okay. He got a starter kit. So I got an extra $15. Just like what we just talked about. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Here's Desiree. Desiree is a customer. She enrolled today. And between now and the end of March, she's going to buy one challenge pack and one starter kit. All right. So look at my bonuses now. They were 45. Now they're 90. Why are they 90? She bought a challenge pack. She's frontline to me. That's $30. And she bought a starter kit. She's frontline to me. That's $15. Okay. Add it all up and that's $90. All right. Just right away. And it's paid just like it, our retail commissions are weekly. All right. Now then, with Desiree and Sheila and Don, anyone who is frontline to them is awesome. They can earn that same bonus, but I wouldn't. All right. So if this person down here under Sheila or this person down here under Don purchased a challenge pack, in this case, if it was this person, Don would get the bonus. I would not. Okay. Because they aren't frontline to me. But because I'm such an awesome leader, I'm going to make sure that Sheila and Don and Desiree know about the challenge pack bonus. One, because they need to take advantage of it. Two, because even if I don't get paid the bonus, it's going to build my entire organization. So I want to leverage that for the long-term growth that can come from our compensation plan with this. Okay. This is so powerful. And the question I have for you is how much can you earn by March the 31st? Okay. And I'm telling you, if you just do some quick math, all of you are capable of really earning some significant income through the challenge pack bonus. All right. So I think this is pretty obvious, but I want to make sure you know what you should do now. And Sheila, you be thinking about this too, because I could have easily missed something. So I want you to jump in as I get to the end of each slide here if there's anything I've forgotten here. But the first thing everyone needs to do is you need to go purchase the challenge pack yourself. Okay. I mean, this is a great deal for you. It's a great savings for you. So everyone go and do that. Second, we already talked about this, but go ahead and start a new 8-week challenge. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. But if you start that 8-week challenge for yourself, it's going to put you in kind of the shoes of your customers. You're going to know where they're at. You're going to be able to really understand what they're going through. And yes, you've been using it constantly for a long time, but act like, hey, this is a new 8-week challenge for me. Really get into it. The next thing you need to do is you need to inform everyone on your team immediately. Okay, if you're watching this live right now, we're going to have this recording up and in our document library by tomorrow. Okay, so you can tell them to watch this, but they don't have to watch this to get it. And make sure they just know about it. They will listen and respond to your communication much faster than they will from the corporate team. I promise you that. So reach out to everyone, customers and consultants alike. All right. Think specifically about anyone who hasn't purchased in a while. Sheila already mentioned some consultants who kind of came and went, and now they're coming back because not only because of this, because of lots of things that are going on in Celsana. So that's exciting. Reach out to those people, maybe that specifically that haven't purchased in a while. All right. Make sure they know about this. You owe it to them that they know about the 8-week challenge pack, the great deal that this is. And then finally, and this is really what's important, if for any reason you've been holding back on introducing Celsana to new people and inviting them to learn more about it, now's the time to do it. Again, there's been no better time for them to get involved. Encourage them to get in to the 8-week challenge. Encourage them to start one. Okay. That's just so powerful. The other thing too is you reach out to consultants on your team. Make sure they know about this cash bonus. If they're like so many of us, there's bills coming out of Christmas still. There's always, hey, who doesn't like some extra money, right? So they need to be aware of this. This might be meeting a need that they're sitting there and they're hoping for and praying for. This could actually be an answer to that. So make sure all of your consultants know about it. Don't assume for them that they'll be interested or they won't. You never know who's going to really respond to some of this news. Okay. Now, as you reach out to people, here's some talking points. You don't have to use these, but some people are like, well, I don't know what to say. Hey, take this and run with it if you want to. You could call someone up and say, hey, I'm starting a brand new 8-week challenge with Celsana, and I'd love for you to join me. Okay, now this is the best time to do it because I have a special offer on the full 8 weeks worth of product. You can tell them about that. Tell them, the great deal that it is. You can say, hey, there's an 8-week money back guarantee, so there's absolutely nothing to lose. If for any reason you don't like it, you can always return it and you'll get refunded completely. But the real key here is we can do this together, and that'll be a lot of fun. All right. Try that. I mean, if you want to send some of these recordings, obviously leverage all the different webinars that we do. Okay. But go for it. All right. And then finally, some specific steps that you can take that kind of brings all of this together. And again, I'm really trying to spell it out. I think most of this is very, very obvious. But send an email to everyone on your team. Make sure they know about what we just talked about. We're posting like crazy on Facebook. So like and comment, share our post with other people. You might have noticed last week I did a Facebook Live kind of talking about it. I think it's about a four-ish minute video that kind of goes through that. We had another post that went up yesterday kind of talking about it. There'll be more posts, but make sure that you're sharing that. Make sure that you're doing that. But even more importantly, post your own stuff. Make sure that you're talking about it. Okay, get people to do that. You can obviously text anyone, but I would especially text the people that you're closest with. Sometimes people are going to respond to text a lot better. And, you can grab those images, or you could just say something like, hey, did you see the huge special in the 8-week challenge pack? And get that conversation going. And then leverage our weekly webinars and watch the replays. They're all getting loaded in the document library in your back office. But, so many of you join us for our weekly webinars, and I think that's awesome. But where you're really going to see a difference is when you start inviting people to join you on those weekly webinars. That's where it's going to get really, really powerful. You might even want to hold a team call or a meeting, or some of you have Facebook groups or whatever. Get people together. Time is of the essence here. March 31st will be here before you know it. And then the other thing to keep in mind, which is pretty exciting, is our 1K and Q1 incentive is still rolling. And all of this is going to help you earn that. All right. So you can actually earn all these bonuses on top of going for the 1K and Q1. All right. So Sheila, what am I missing there? Anything that you can think of when we talk about earning the challenge pack bonus?
Well, I'd like to just remind everyone who is on auto ship, log in and change your auto ship to the 8-week challenge. Make sure you take advantage of that.
That's a great tip.
Yeah, for the next 2 months. And then also, I am opening my home on this Thursday for anyone who'd like to come. We'll start about 7. We'll only work for about an hour, but we're going to work on some social media things and just try to help people understand why it's so important for them to share and how to share. Some people have a hard time. They don't know how to do that. Maybe they're not into social media, but we're going to help them understand that. And so 7 o'clock, and if you need any information on that, just get with the person who invited you on this call. If you're local, of course, in the DFW area, but that's what we're doing this week. So
that's awesome, Sheila. That's outstanding. Yeah. And a good tip on updating your auto ship order there. Do that immediately. I should have put that in here. That's very important. Good one.
You definitely want to take advantage of even if you're on auto ship, just change your auto ship to the 8-week challenge for the next 2 months. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we are right at our time, so I hope everyone here is as excited as we are. I hope you see the potential of this. I mean, this really could have a significant impact on you personally over the next few weeks. So it'll happen because you decide right now to make it happen. So I can't wait to see how you leverage this. I wish all of you the best, and thank you all for joining us on this best practices training. How to maximize the challenge pack bonus. And Sheila, thank you.
Thank you, Brett.
All right. Bye, everyone.